Hi everyone, in Algebra 2B, we are going to be going over your questions from lesson 99B. So the first one we're going to look at is number 16. So the first thing that I'm going to look at is I have a slash through my inequality. So I'm going to flip that. And because it doesn't have an equal sign, I'm going to add one in. I'm going to move the 4 to the other side by subtracting it, which means that x is going to be less than or equal to -1. Oops. -1. Now for this next one, I'm going to move the 1 to the other side by subtracting it. And then I also forgot to switch my inequality. It had an equal sign, so I'm going to flip it. So x is going to be greater than 1. So now I have to draw my number line. So -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. We're doing this for real, so it is going to be a point with an arrow. Now I'm going to graph my -1. So -1 is going to be filled in, and my +1 is going to be open. And it says it's going to be less than -1. So if I put the line in the alligator's mouth, it's pointing to the left of -1. So I'm going to draw my number line like this. So it's going to be thick line going away. And then for this one, also is going to go to the away from the other one. So you're going to just draw a thick line and point away from that point. And that will be your number line for number 16. Now moving on to number 17, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute this 2. That will give me x to the 4 minus 2a. And then I have x to the a over 4. If my bases are the same, I can add those exponents together. So I'm going to have x to the 4 minus 2a and then plus a over 4. Now I want to combine the two a's together by making a common denominator. So that would become -8a over 4 plus a over 4. And my result is going to be x to the 4 minus 7a over 4. And that would be your result. Now moving on to number 19, I'm going to change this from the radical form to exponential form. So I have a 2 on the outside of my bracket, then I'm going to have 16, then I'm going to have 2 to the power of 1/3 because of that small 3, and the whole bracket is going to be to the power of 1/5. Now I'm going to change 16 so that it has a base of 2. So 2 to the power of what is equal to 16, and that would actually be 4. Now I'm going to distribute my 1/5 to what's inside of the parentheses or the inside of the bracket. So I have 2 to the 1, then I have 2 to the 4 over 5, and then I have 2 to the 1 over 15. So the common denominator is obviously going to be 15. So this one's going to be 15 over 15. This one's going to be 15 over 15, 12 over 15, and 1 over 15. So I had 15 plus 12 plus 1, which is going to be 28. So this would be 2 to the 28 over 15. And that would be your result for number 19. Now moving on to number 20. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to change this I to the third, and that's equal to -I. So I have 2 minus 3i over -2i. I'm going to multiply top and bottom by I. So that would become 2i minus 3i squared over -2i squared. Now I squared is equal to -1. So that means this is going to become positive and this is going to become positive. So I have 2i plus 3 over 2. And your answer is either going to be, if you split it up, it would be 2 over 2i plus 3 over 2. Or this. So you have to eliminate the I that's in the denominator. Now number 22 is tricky, so you had to come up with your line that best fits all the points, and this is the line that I came up with, which was 60, 50, and then 200, 500, which was like kind of in the bottom left corner and then the top right. So you should try and match up your straight edge with those points, and that will show you how you come up with those points. So for M, it's going to be y1 minus y2, so it would be 50 minus 500 over 60 minus 200. So that would be negative 450 over negative 140. Which does not come out evenly. So it would be positive 45 over 14. Now I'm going to come up with my plus b. So if I have y equals 45 over 14 x plus b, I'm going to plug in my points. So this would be my x, this would be my y. So this would be 50 equals 45 over 14 times 60 plus b. Now 14 and 60 I could reduce by 2. And then I'm going to put this over 7 as well. So 7 times 50 would be 350. So 350 over 7 equals 45 times 30, which is 1350 over 7 plus b. You're going to subtract the 1350. So if I do 350 minus 1,350, I get negative 1,000 over 7 equals b. Now this is my b, this is my m. So I'm going to plug it into this equation right here. It's going to be O is equal to 45 over 14i minus 1,000 over 7. And that is your result for number 22. The last question that I was asked was number 23. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do this 6, which is going up 6 away from the origin. So positive 6. That means it's not going anywhere left or right. So I would do 0, 0, r plus 6.00 u. So it's going up, positive 6 up. Now I'm going to do this one where I'm going to make a right triangle here. For the x-axis, I'm going to do slant times cosine of 65. And for y, I'm going to do slant times sine of 65. Using your calculator, it would be 4 times 65 cosine equals, which would be 1.69. Then 4 times 65 sine equals would be 3.63. Now this goes to the right of the origin, which is positive, and then comes up off the x-axis, which is also positive. So that would be positive 1.69 r, and then plus 3.63 u. So when I combine that, you'll get positive 1.69 r, and then plus 9.63 u. And that would be your result. And that concludes all your questions from lesson 99B. Hope you guys all have a great day. Bye.